everybody, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I am back at school. This is my room. So it is a change of scenery. Most of my videos may be here or maybe at home. Today's video is going to be pretty short. I'm going to be talking about God's blessings and specifically how sometimes we can miss the blessings that He places in our life. This is going to be kind of geared towards my single ladies, but the message can really be applied to anything in your life. So hopefully you can receive this message and get something out of it. I want to start off with a story. If you know me, you know I love stories, so I'm going to start off with a story. There's this man in his house, and his house begins to flood. Immediately, the man prays to God, "God, please save me." The house continues to flood. The water is about waist high, and his neighbor comes by and says, "Hey, do you need help? Let me help you." And the man says, "No, thank you. God's gonna save me," and politely shoos him away. The house continues to flood. The man goes to the second story of his house, and his neighbor comes by once again, this time in a life raft. And he says, "Hey, get on the raft. Let me help you. Let me help you." And the man politely once again says, "No, thank you. God's gonna save me," and politely shoos the man away. The house continues to flood, and now the man is on the roof of the house. And the National Guard comes by in a helicopter and says, "Hey, you there, get on the helicopter, let us help you." And the man once again politely says, "No, God's gonna save me." The flood continues to rise, it overtakes the house, and then the man is never seen or heard from again. Okay, what does this have to do with us, and what does this have to do with blessings? The man prayed to God, asking for God to save him. He was so caught up in what his blessing was going to be that he missed each time God placed a blessing in his life. God sent for the man 3 times, and he missed it every single time. That applies to our lives because sometimes we imagine our blessings to be, something that it may not be. And when God sends us our blessings, we completely miss it. For example, with us ladies, honey, you may imagine your potential husband to be 6 feet tall, built, makes 6 figures, got that beautiful car, got that beautiful house, and that may not be the case. You may be waiting for Michael Ealy, and that's not who God has planned for you. That's not who He wants you to be with. People like to use the example, or people like to say the phrase that God knows the desires of my heart. Yes, granted, He knows the desires of your heart, but don't get that confused with appearance or looks. I thought that maybe it's you're impatient and the person that God brings into your life is going to teach you patience. Or it may be that you're self-absorbed and the person that comes into your life is going to teach you how to love others more than you love yourself. Yes, God knows the desires of your heart. You want to be with a man or you want to be with a woman, but don't think that the material things or the looks is what God's going to bring into your life. He knows what you need in your life too, and He knows that the person He's going to bring into your life is going to add to you. You guys are going to add to each other. You're going to better each other. I feel like that's what it really means. And this can be applied to anything, because it can also be work, school, your life, a new job that you're going after, the college that you're applying to. It can be literally anything. And we can begin to get caught up in what we imagine our lives to be, or what we want God to place into our lives, that when He does bring that blessing to you, you might completely ignore it. You might miss it. So you need to pray to keep your eyes open so that when God does bless you, when He gives you those blessings, you will be right after it, claiming it, because He knows where He wants you in life. He has a purpose for all of us. He knows where you are going to be, and He's going to help you get there. And yes, the blessing that He gives you may not be perfect. It may not be, but it may be a stepping stone to where He wants you to be. So from this video, I just want you guys to be more aware of the blessings that God places in your life and be prepared to receive it, no matter what it may look like, no matter what size it may be. A blessing is a blessing, and the fact that God's giving it to you means that there are only many more blessings coming for you. You have to be ready to receive them, and you have to be open to receiving the blessings God has intended for you, not what you have intended for you. There's a big difference in that. So I just want to leave you guys with that message, and I will see you guys next week.